Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're Disappear for Days. We are here in Indonesia and today we're going to be trying Martabak for the first time.
So we're currently on the way. We're going to try and get the two different types of Martabak, which is Martabak manis and Martabak telor. The telor version is the savoury version, the manis version is sweet. I'm excited to see whether we like both of them. Emma is obviously much more of a sweet tooth than I am, and I do prefer my savoury stuff, so we'll see. Right, so we're at Holden Martabak Terang Bulan, and we're going to get some Martabak. What's it with the special item? Yeah, what is it? Chicken. What else?
So there's a biasa ayam and there's a special ayam, and we're trying to figure out what's the difference between the biasa and the special.
So the normal, the biasa, has 2 eggs, the special has 3 eggs, and the super
Oh, I
has 4
see.
eggs.
We might as well get the biasa then because
Yeah,
we're getting the sweet one afterwards, yeah.
Can I get something with biasa ayam? Biasa ayam. We're starting off with the 2 eggs. I think he's putting in some spring onions. Ooh, that's a lot of spring onions. Is that gula or garam? Garam.
Garam, yeah.
Ah, a little bit of sugar. I'm assuming those are spices. That's a good helping of chicken, I like it. This is very, very similar to like how they prepare roti canai. Oh, I've never seen that happen before. Okay, so it's dousing the oil on it to help it cook evenly all throughout. It's kind of like basting a steak. I don't think I've ever seen so much oil used for any food before, but not gonna lie though, this looks like it's already gonna be a giant portion. Like the Martabak as it is just looks absolutely huge. It looks like it's crisping it up a lot as well, which is really cool, because the one we had at the Ramadan Bazaar in Malaysia was really soggy, but I think that's purely because we took it home and ate it after the sunset to be in line with fasting hours, so it'd be really nice to try it crispy. Oh, look at that bad boy, that's like a perfect golden brown. Look, I see. Oh, this smells so nice. Right, we've let it cool for a few minutes, but I can't wait any longer to try this. So we've got the Martabak telor biasa ayam, which is the Martabak with 2 eggs, ayam, and it's got a ton of spring onions. That's all I can smell at the minute, but I absolutely love spring onions, so I can't wait to try this. Oh, that is actually brilliant. Very spring oniony, but it's really, really crispy. The first thing you notice is just how crispy this top bit of skin is. For someone who doesn't like spring onions, probably not your go-to, but for me, this is perfect. It's got such a lot of spring onions in it and a fair amount of chicken and sauce. So yeah, this is really good. Listen to the crunch. Oh, this is making me want to start an ASMR channel, I'm not gonna lie. The egg inside it is pretty scrambled. It's kind of come out and it's all really like mixed in and intertwined between the chicken and the spring onions, and it's got like a really nice soft and like fluffiness to the eggs as well. It's really good. Oh, it's so hot, but it's so good. Alright, it's Emma's turn. I've got one just to keep me occupied. Tell me that isn't the best thing you've had for a good while.
It's a lot of spring onions, and I don't mind spring onions, considering I don't like normal onions, but spring onions I don't mind, but there are a lot in here, so I'd probably prefer a little bit less. But the egg and the chicken and the spring onions do add a really nice flavour to it. I really like the consistency of it. Like you say, it's quite like kind of fluffy in the middle, but it's almost like there's different layers of the batter as well. So you get like the crunchiness on the outside and then all the different layers of the different fillings in the middle. Definitely better than the one we had in Malaysia, but I will say we did eat it about an hour after they made it, so it did get soggy in the bag and didn't work out well, unfortunately.
Right, we are absolutely demolishing this right now. I just want to get a little try of the chili sauce, because I've not actually tried this yet and I feel like I'm missing out. Yeah, it's got a decent spiciness to it. It's maybe a slight bit too sweet for me, but the sauce does go nice with it. It's definitely something that, you know, if you can handle your heat, it wouldn't be a bad addition.
I actually can't believe how quickly we've eaten this. When it first came out, I thought there's no way we're going to eat all that. And we've both absolutely demolished it within about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was so good.
And the last bit, cheers.
Right, so I now think it's time for some Martabak manis for dessert. We've decided we're going to try and go for a bit of a half-half. So we're going to have half as chocolate and cheese, which is supposed to be quite classic. And then the other half is going to be chocolate, peanut and sesame seed. But I'm also going to try and order in Indonesian. We've been practicing our Indonesian quite a lot since arriving in Jakarta. Wish me luck. Saya mau setengah coklat keju dan setengah coklat kacang hijau.
Wijen?
Kacang
Wijen.
Ya. Oh, yang kurang kecil atau besar?
I think probably kecil.
Go kecil.
Kecil ya.
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah. So this is the batter for the martabak manis. Right, so it's got a massive load of butter on it. This almost resembles like a crumpet with all the holes that it's got inside it. Oh, look at that cheese. You're looking forward to this. Oh, I didn't realise it had condensed milk on it as well. This looks incredible. I'm very excited for this.
Right, so this is the one that I'm obviously the most excited about. Everyone knows I've got a massive sweet tooth and I absolutely love desserts. I've been thinking about this ever since we decided to do this video. I'm so excited. Oh, the smell hits you as soon as you open the box. It smells so sweet. Oh my goodness.
I can smell the butter, like the really, like the
It's
butter
quite
coming
like
through.
rich, isn't it? So I was a little bit apprehensive about the old chocolate and cheese mix, so that's why we got half and half. I will try the chocolate and cheese, but my half is the half with the peanut, the sesame and the chocolate, which I'm gonna go for now. Oh, look at that. Look at the glisten on that. This looks like it's going to taste so good. It's really like oily. It looks really juicy. It smells so good.
Oh, all the toppings are like bursting out of it when you took a bite then.
Well, the peanuts are my thing. I love peanuts on anything, and my favourite in Malaysia is apam balik, bursting with peanuts. And this is kind of what this is like, isn't it? I don't know if it's their version of apam balik, but that's what it really reminds me of. Oh, you are not ready for this.
I can't wait.
It's just so sweet. The crunchiness from the peanuts, the sesame seeds, like you can just slightly get the sesame taste coming through. I feel like I've chosen a winning combination there.
Here is the chocolate and cheese. We're going to give this one a bit of a go now. Here goes. It's absolutely sodden with the butter, which has gone into all of those like cracks and stuff. That is surprisingly good. You can't taste the cheese all too much. It must be a very mild cheese. The chocolate definitely overpowers it, and it just comes through and you get all that buttery goodness and all of the chocolate. The thing that the cheese is actually really good at is kind of stringing a bit in your mouth. It really kind of like pulls apart as you're like biting into it. It's really good. This is so indulgent, but it's so beautiful.
I dread to think how many calories are in this, and we've got like 10 slices of it to eat. I think we're definitely going to have to save some for tomorrow, because I don't know how we're going to get through all this tonight, especially after having the other Martabak. Oh my goodness, yeah, it is such a treat. Every bite is just full of good stuff.
You say you don't know how we're going to finish this. This is going down a treat at the minute. I feel like the butter's helping it just slide straight down my throat. Yeah, surprisingly good.
Right, I'm going to brave the chocolate and cheese. I'm a little bit nervous about this. It just smells like chocolate, to be fair. You can't taste the cheese massively. It's slightly there, but only slightly. And I guess maybe that's the idea, that it's not meant to be like overly cheesy, but you just get this slight little flavour of it every so often.
It's really interesting though, because he put in so much cheese into it, so I was like, oh my word, this is going to be like cheese overload. But it's actually, really, really subtle, which is a good thing in my eyes.
Now that I've eaten another bite, I actually think what the cheese does is it kind of mutes down some of the sweetness of the chocolate. My side is really, really sweet and chocolatey. The side with the cheese, it doesn't taste as sweet, and I think that's probably what the cheese does. It kind of calms down the sweetness a bit.
Your side is like a heart attack waiting to happen.
Yeah,
but it's really, really good.
It's like pure indulgence, isn't it?
Oh my word.
You can't get much better than chocolate, peanut and sesame.
I think the MVP here is actually the sesame seed. Every now and then when you get a little crunch of sesame seed and the sesame flavour comes through, that's really, really nice.
This is not the sort of thing you want to be having every day. It is definitely a treat item, isn't it? I'm intrigued to know how often people eat this.
I'm thinking it must be like a sharing food, so you like buy it and you go back home and you take it to your family and you have like a couple of pieces each, because then you're not like consuming a whole half of like a Martabak.
They asked us if we wanted basar or kachil. So glad we went kachil, because my goodness, what would basar have been like?
Right. 3 pieces left. These are being saved for the morning because I'm absolutely stuffed. I have to say, what a dinner. That was like perfect in many, many ways. There was a chicken Martabak, which was like really nice and crispy, the spring onions. And then this, just pure indulgence just to top it off. Very nice.
I actually can't believe we managed that. I know everyone says that all we do in our videos is eat. We have just gone and proved that today. Even for us, that was quite an achievement, I think.
Yeah, and when the food is this good, why wouldn't we?
True.
Terima kasih. Oh, of course. Photo.
Satu lagi.
Sampai jumpa lagi.
Selamat malam.
They were such a lovely bunch of people. They were so nice and so catering for us. They even went and got us like bottles of water for free and stuff as well. So if you guys are in Surabaya, definitely check these guys out. As I said, I honestly could not recommend these guys enough. The Martabak was beautiful.
We spent ages looking on Google for somewhere to go. We were obviously looking for places with good reviews, but we also wanted somewhere where we could sit in and eat it in, and obviously walkable from our place. And this kind of ticked all the boxes, but I'm so glad that we went with this one now, because they were so lovely and really accommodating. Yeah, just made it all that much more enjoyable. Right, we're gonna end that there. We are both absolutely stuffed now.
That was a long walk home, just because we were just both like, oh.
I think we needed it though. I think it was good to have the walk, just to kind of burn a little bit of it off, but I think that's going to take a lot more than a little walk. That was so good though, pure indulgence, but such a good meal, and I can see why Indonesians like Martabak so much. Both the sweet and the savoury. They were both really good and definitely something that I'll be wanting to have again.
What would you rate both of them out of 10?
So the savoury, I think I'd give a solid 8. And then the sweet, my one, I think mine would be a 10 out of 10.
Really? That's big talk.
The chocolate, peanut and sesame, that combination was perfect.
It was very good.
The chocolate and keju, not so much for me. Still alright, maybe like 7 out of 10. I don't think I could get past the fact that I was eating cheese in a dessert. Even though it tasted alright, my brain just wasn't coping with it.
I think for me, I would rate the chicken one. See, I would be tempted to say 10.
I thought you would. I could see how much you liked that.
It was near perfect. I don't know what I'd change to make it any better, other than maybe adding like a couple of extra little bits. Just maybe a little bit of like tomatoes or something.
Tomato with the egg would be good actually. Yeah. So what are you going? 9.5?
I'll give it a 9.5.
Okay.
And then the sweet ones I'd probably give an 8. They were really, really nice, but they were a bit too much. I think just knowing how unhealthy they were
Yeah.
probably is the reason why it's lost a couple of points. They were really, really good still. Sickly sweet. They were definitely a bit of a treat, weren't they?
Really good for a treat. Right, we're going to end it here then. If you've been enjoying our Indonesian content, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. There's loads more to come. We are really enjoying trying different Indonesian foods and meeting all the local people and just exploring Indonesia. So make sure you click that subscribe button.
Yeah, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching as always. We'll see you soon. Sampai jumpa lagi.
Selamat jalan.
Bye.